relaxing, just having an amazing day. Yes, it's a time to rest for some, but it's a time to still work for some. Now, today on Global Morning, we're going to be doing something very unique today. Starting your day empowered. And if you're wondering, Jumai, are you kidding me right now with what is happening, the inflation, high cost of food, high cost of electricity tariff, with fuel subsidy, you come here to tell me about starting your day empowered? Really? Calm down. I got you. Do not go anywhere. Global Morning continues shortly for you to start your day empowered.
Global Morning is your top morning show here on Global Television.
We bring you fresh news updates daily while delving into a variety of current affairs and topics.
And at the same time, keeping you well informed about important events, both national and internationals.
Global Morning serves as a valuable source of information, helping viewers like you start your day well informed.
Stay connected from Monday through Sunday to a wide range of latest news making rounds on Global Morning.
We're on the road to protest.
And the president meets all of our demands.
This is Global Morning.
Thank you for joining us on the weather forecast. This satellite imagery shows active storm systems affecting various parts of the country. And as a result, there's likelihood of very early morning thunderstorm with rains in parts of the northern region, and along the coastline, morning rains are expected. Looking ahead to Saturday, with adequate moisture, sufficient daytime heating, there's a high potential for the development of convective instabilities within the country. And so Saturday promises to be active weather-wise, as rainfall activities are expected in most parts of the country. So keep an umbrella handy and take necessary precautions, as flash floods are expected in some areas. That's the forecast. I am Theodora Itum. Thank you for watching.
All right, you are welcome back. And for that weather forecast, thank you so much, Theodora Etim, for that, telling us how our day will be and, of course, the weather for today. Now, back to the main issue, talking about starting your day empowered. And like I mentioned before, even when you are stressed, you think about you think about a lot of things, from school fees to house rents to your child to your husband to your business, your work. Calm down. You can always start your day empowered. And of course, on the program Global Morning Weekend, I have an amazing individual, my very good friend. She is Amara Chidima Ezediniru, and she is an workforce optimization expert. I call her the optimizer.
That's right.
And she's here with me this beautiful morning. How are you doing, Amara?
Very well, thank you, Jimmy. It's always a delight to be here with you.
Oh, I am glad you are here. So how can I start my day empowered, really? I need to know.
Jimmy, there are so many ways you can start your day empowered. The question is, why should you start your day empowered?
Okay.
The reason you have to start your day empowered is for you to be productive. Then the question is, why should I be productive? You should be productive because waste is not allowed. You should be productive because that's why you're here. What does it mean to be productive? It simply means making the best of the resources available to you to bring out the desired result. So what are the resources? Your time is a resource. Your energy is a resource. The network of people around you, resources, loads of them. Your talent, resource. Your skills, resource. There are so many resources around you, and therefore you owe it to yourself and to humanity to be productive. And today we are talking about starting your day empowered.
I like the fact that whatever I have is a resource that I can start my day. So tell me, how can I start my day empowered?
There are so many ways you can start your day empowered. But this morning we will talk about belief. What are beliefs? Beliefs are the things you hold to be true. To you, they are true, but they are not without any verification. Beliefs are things that are deeply rooted inside you. To you, they mean the whole world. They mean a lot. They may be true or may not be true. So beliefs are thoughts that you hold true even though you have not verified them. And they are the basis, the lens through which you judge things around you. You respond to challenges because of what you believe. You show up because of what you believe. You take actions because of what you believe. You do everything you do because of what you believe. This morning, I wanted you to pause and take a look at what you believe. When you woke up this morning, what was going through your mind? Some people start their day with what we call limiting beliefs. So they are saying to themselves, oh my God, what a day again. Oh, another day again. They are already starting with complaints because to them, they shouldn't have woken up at all. Some people woke up with saying to themselves, I'm not good enough. What another day to go and face squabbles, face quarrels, face conflicts, face whatever. So to them, they already know that they believe in themselves that the day was going to bring nothing but good. Some people woke up this morning saying to themselves, I'm not perfect with keeping to time. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at that. Trust me, you're already saying to yourself, I'm not going to have a good day. So there are limiting beliefs. Everything that you hold to be true without necessarily verifying them and they are not giving you the expected results are limiting. Things like, I'm not good with time. Things like, oh, it has to be perfect before I start. Things like, I don't like to work with people. I like to work alone. As good as they sound to the ears, they are limiting beliefs because they don't let you start. Then there are the ones we call empowering beliefs. Empowering beliefs are the same thing, things you hold true to yourself even though you haven't verified them. But guess what? Empowering beliefs make you want to run, make you want to get up and get going. Empowering beliefs make you want to try, make you want to keep moving. They never stall you. They never give you that negative vibes. You know what empowering beliefs are now? Okay, so you want to start your day empowered by examining what you believe. I ask you this question now. What's going on in your mind right now? Yes. What do you believe about yourself right now? What do you believe about the people around you? Some people look at people around them and they say, look at how useless this person is. Look at, you're not even useful. Look at, what are you bringing to the table? Those are limiting beliefs. How about looking at the people and asking, what can how best can I use these resources that's available to me? That's an empowering belief. Some people believe in themselves that everything that comes around them is for good, that there's something that thing or the person or the opportunity is adding to them and adding to their world. That's an empowering belief. So I ask you, what do you believe as you woke up this morning?
Wow, Amara, that is amazing. Talking about what you believe and knowing that deep down within you can achieve whatever height, whatever means you want once you set your mind to it. Thank you so much, Amara. Thank you. And of course, she is Amara Ezediniru. I call her Amara Chidima Ezediniru. She is a workforce optimization expert. She is the optimizer.
That's right.
And of course, she has just encouraged us on how to start our day empowered. I know sometimes you might not feel like it. I know sometimes with the whole issue of Nigeria, you just feel, oh goodness, but you know, you can always start your day empowered. With all she said, I picked positivity. Be positive about every single thing, and of course, you will be empowered.
Can I add that you have to be intentional about that?
Of course.
You have to start examining the things that you believe. Some of them are really not true, like I've told you. So start questioning your beliefs. And from there, you will get the empowering beliefs.
I like that. Of course, you have to be intentional about it all. All right, now, thank you so much, Amara Chidima Ezediniru. Thank you for being here. Of course, she is an workforce optimization expert. Thank you.
Thank you, Janai.
Optimizer.
Thank you.
All right, now, up next on the program is the newspaper review segment. Do not go anywhere. Global Morning Weekend continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Global Morning is your top morning show here on Global Television.
We bring you fresh news updates daily while delving into a variety of current affairs and topics.
And at the same time, keeping you well informed about important events, both national and internationals.
Global Morning serves as a valuable source of information, helping viewers like you start your day well informed.
Stay connected from Monday through Sunday to a wide range of latest news making rounds on Global Morning.
We're on the road to protest.
The president meets all of our demands.
This is Global Morning.
Nigeria Week London 2025. It's time to celebrate the pulse of Africa's most exciting nation. It's coming to Hippodrome Theatre from July 24th to 26, 2025, showcasing the best in Nigerian arts, music, fashion, and investment opportunities. Whether you're looking to discover the future of real estate, explore Nigeria's culinary masterpieces, or get immersed in an electric Afrobeat performance, this is the event of the year. You can also join us for a film festival, cultural dance spectacles, and the recognition awards. Don't miss out on the business opportunities and cultural experiences waiting for you. Book your tickets now before they're gone on eventbrite.co.uk. Call or text +447 438 893 190 or 080 330 46768 or +447 459 071 747. Visit our website superiorradioandtelevision.com. Nigeria Week London 2025, celebrating the best of Nigeria, is partnered with Civil Society, scaling up nutrition in Nigeria.
In partnership with Global Television. All right, it's Global Morning Weekend on Global Television, and at about this time is the newspaper review segment, and I'll be starting with the first paper of the day, and it is the Weekend Trust, and below the nameplate it reads, "Here, rat infestation claim at Villa was a cover for Buhari's illness," and that's from Garba Shehu, and you can find that read on page 20 on the Weekend Trust, and it says Plateau Court remands 20 suspects accused of killing wedding guest, and that is on page 20. And still on the Weekend Trust, it says 2027 more governors eye Senate, and you will find that read on page 12 on the Weekend Trust. And the Star story reads, APC ahead, neck, APC dangles, or will I say dangles, chairmanship between North Central and Northwest. Our lives as police pensioners, and below that it reads NNPCL considering sale of refineries, Ojulari, and that's still on page 20. Bandits kill 7 passengers, abduct others along Zamfara Road. And that is all on the Weekend Trust now. And the next paper is The Nation. And The Nation reads, NNPCL may sell Port Harcourt, Warri, Kaduna refineries, and that's from Ojulari, and you can find that read on page 6 of The Nation newspaper. And the writer reads, says all options are on the table. Next, beside that, it says Sanwo-Olu urges huge turnout as Lagos holds LG poll, and that you will find on page 5. And it says 39 candidates fight for 57 chairmanship seats. And below the nameplate of The Nation Saturday, it reads 2027 Southwest PDP rejects Atiku Obi El-Rufai coalition. And it reads on the rider, it says Osun chair dares 3 senator, 8 reps to defect, rains curses on those who leave. And it says here in the words of Makinde, it says, who are these people in this coalition? They have been in some parties before, whether PDP or APC. Does it mean that every time they move from one party to another, they repented or changed, they have something new to offer the people. And that's from Makinde, end of quote. And it says, presidency, no link between Shetima's statement, Rivers crisis, and that is on page 4. And it says, Corona rule out foul play in Mohbad's death, and that is on page 2. Recommends persecution of nurse. Edo, now going all the way to Edo, it says, Okpebolo vows to probe Obaseki. And that is on page 3. And the writer says, accuses ex-governor of looting state through consultants. And it says here, Tinubu backs Afirima 2025 as FG inaugurates LOC. And that read is on page 6. Minister pledges partnership with Lagos. And at the foot of that, it says, why we reduce visa validity for Nigerians by U.S. Embassy. And it says, NGE holds third Lateef Jakonde lecture July 23rd. And on the Punch Saturday Punch, it reads beside the nameplate of Saturday Punch, it says, Iyabo Ojo battles Liz Anjorin threats after office fire. And below the nameplate says, NNPC moves refinery sale after Dangote's verdict. And you can find that read on page 25. Jitters in Oshun, APC PDP over Adeleke's defection plan, and you will find that read on page 4. And the Star story there says, flood alert, panic in 20 states as residents vacate high-risk areas. And the writer reads, Governor ally fears, residents demand better response plans, environmentalists fault state over poor flood preparedness. And we keep talking about that back on and that you will find on page 4. Rejections forced me to take funeral home job, lady born with one hand. And you can find that read on page 26. Individuals who are handicapped, stigmatization should be far away from them. And it says, when sirens go silent inside Lagos dying emergency ambulance system. And it says here, Tinubu backs Afrima 2025 as FG raises committee. Lagos CJ inaugurates tribunal ahead of today's LG poll. And of course, it says ex-diplomats differ on federal government's response to U.S. visa restriction. And still on Saturday Punch, it says Bauchi Governor Samuel Olu to speak at Jakonde lecture July 23rd. And of course, we're moving straight to the Saturday Vanguard, and it reads above the nameplate, I'll probe Obaseki or Okpebolo, and that is on page 5. And it says here, it's about home affairs, love in the age of survival. Starts with the bedroom, if you want to fix Nigeria, your children love you, but, and that you will find on page 14. If you're wondering what that is all about, you have to go pick up a copy of the Saturday Vanguard and read up the story there. Now, below the nameplate, it says Constitution Review, let our votes count, Nigerians demand. And the writer there says, call for real electoral reforms, say power must shift from Abuja to the people. Ensure fiscal autonomy, return to 1963 Constitution. That's from the Niger Delta Tells FG. Restructure now or risk collapse, and that's from Southeast, others warn. From north to south, stakeholders ask for power shift to regions. And below the Saturday Vanguard, it says here 18 billion naira maintenance. Experts react as Dangote declares NNPC refineries unworkable. And that you will find on page 5. Very unfortunate with all of the work that has been done there. Very unfortunate. And here it says Lagos, 13 parties shun peace accord as residents elect council chairman. Councillors today. And you will find on page 6. And still on the Saturday Vanguard, it says Shetima rebelling against Tinubu. All right, that is food for thought, and you find that on page 23. No, his remarks are not linked with Fubara. That's from the presidency. ADC differs, slams governor over clarification, and you will find that read on page 9. And now over to the Saturday Sun. Above the nameplate, it says Sanwo-Olu urges residents to participate in Lagos Council poll, and you will find that read on page 29. Tinubu backs Afrima 2025 as FG inaugurates LOC. Here it says 2 to die, 1 bags life jail for teenagers murder, and you will find that read on page 29 and 30. NGE hosts 3rd Jakonde Memorial Lecture in Lagos July 23rd, and you'll find that read on page 29. Presidency ADC Blicker over Shetima's comment, and you will find that read on page 27. Ohaneze hails Ngaji to page 26, highest 2025 JAM scorer. And below the nameplate, it reads, that's the star story there. It says 2027 coalition group targets PDP state structures. And the writer says, woe supporters of aggrieved APC leaders, others. ADC's old member battle new entrance for party soul. Why I won't dump Tinubu for coalition. And that's from Aregbe Shola. And below all of that, the Saturday Sun, it says on the economy that business owners raise the alarm. SMEs dying, manufacturers, importers struggling to survive. Salawa Abeni, my life, my music, my story. And to know about Salawa Abeni, she is an amazing musical icon there, and you can find that read on page 17 on the Saturday Sun. Next, we have the Leadership Weekend, and it reads, I did not criticize Tinubu on Fubara's suspension, and that's from the Vice President Kashim Shettima, and you will find that read on what that is all about on page 8. Against all odds, 10-year-old survives 10 surgery after abandonment. Well, that's a miracle, I will say, and you will find that read on page 17. Now, beside the nameplate of the Leadership Weekend, it reads, Missiles kill 24 children in Zamfara, and that's from MSF, and that read is on page 6 of the Leadership Weekend. Now, below the nameplate, it says sale of state-owned refineries not ruled out, and that's from NNPC GMD. And the star story reads, FG spends 4.3 million naira daily to feed 3,823 inmates on death row. And that is on page 4. And the writer reads here, it says, NCO says 3,742 male, 81 female in condemned cells nationwide. Insists feeding allocation meets international standards. Really? And the next writer says, state CSOs explain reason for governor's refusal to sign execution order. I'm sure that's a very hard decision to make, but they'll figure it out. And here he says, Buhari vows to be neutral as X8 battle Tinubu. And that's on page 6. And still on the Leadership Weekend, it reads 3 governors, ministers to Grace Lateef Jakonde lecture, and that is on page 12. Tears and ashes, widow cries for help after fire destroys her only shelter. Very unfortunate incident there. And it says lawyer politicians rally behind women's reserved seat bill. All right, that's a step in the right direction, and you will find that on page 7. Now, moving on to the next paper, it says The Guardian Weekend. And above the nameplate of The Guardian, it says, why Sokoto lawmakers become chief promoters of Aliyu's second term. And that's from Bala Bolinga. And you can find that read on page 11. And it says, Idou's echoes of innocence unite, ABSA, Alliance Francaise. And that read you will find on page 15 of The Guardian Weekend. 2027 election. That's the star story of on the Guardian Weekend. It says huddles before APC coalition as Nigerians weigh options. Okay. And NGE holds 3rd Lateef Jakonde Memorial Lecture July 23rd. It's on all the leading papers. Shettima dismisses alleged rift with Tinubu, decries misrepresentation of remark. And you will find that read on page 2. Tinubu backs Afrima 2025 as FG inaugurates LOC. Minister pledges partnership with Lagos, and that read is on page 2. Academy of Letters inducts Obi of Onitsha, 2 journalists as honorary fellows. And that read you will find on page 3. Next is the Saturday Tribune, and that's the last paper on the newspaper review segment today. On Saturday, it says, and above the nameplate, it says Tribune editor and, of course, columnist Olad Gunju Obi of Onitsha. 13 profs become fellows of Nigeria Academy of Letters. And that you will find on page 10. Now, below the nameplate of the Saturday Tribune, it says here, Vice President Shetima warns distractors. Stop fabricating conflict between me and Tinubu. And here, you can find that read on page 4, and it says comment on Jonathan, not an indictment of president. And it says here, your recount is political correctness, ADC. And ADC coalition not a threat to PDP, says Governor Makinde. Southwest leaders reaffirm loyalty to party. And it says at Ibadan court, my wife is promiscuous, okay? And it says here, sleeps with my close friend, and that's from her husband. And it says, it is true, but I feed him, pay your children's fees from the process. And that's the wife. Okay, interesting read there. And you can find that read on page 26, 12, and of course 21. A very lengthy one. I'm sure it's very, very juicy story there. Presidency backs Afrima 2025 as FG inaugurates LOC. And here it says he lost his wealth because security guards who was after his wife cursed him, man tells court. And it says Olubadan's death dashes hopes of intending chieftaincy title holders in Ibadan. And that you will find on page 3. Now below all of that, it says here, LG Post, Sanwo-Olu urges Lagosians to troop out today. And you will find that read on page 10. Now, these are the leading stories of the newspaper review segment. Please go out and get yourself a copy and be well abreast with stories, headlines making rounds. Let's quickly go on a quick break. And the first discuss of the day continues. What do you know about culture? Well, that's food for thought. Don't go anywhere. Global Morning Weekend continues shortly. Stay tuned.
Global Morning is your top morning show here on Global Television.
We bring you fresh news updates daily while delving into a variety of current affairs and topics.
And at the same time, keeping you well informed about important events, both national and internationals.
Global Morning serves as a valuable source of information, helping viewers like you start your day well informed.
Stay connected from Monday through Sunday to a wide range of latest news making rounds on Global Morning.
We're on the road to protest.
And the president meets all of our demands.
This is Global Morning.
is your top morning show here on Global Television.
We bring you fresh news updates daily while delving into a variety of current affairs and topics.
And at the same time, keeping you well informed about important events, both national and internationals.
Global Morning serves as a valuable source of information, helping viewers like you start your day well informed.
Stay connected from Monday through Sunday to a wide range of latest news making rounds on Global Morning.
We're on the road to protest.
And the president meets all of our demands.
This is Global Morning. All right, you're welcome back, and it's Global Morning Weekend on Global Television. And today, like I mentioned, we're going to be looking at culture. How well do we know our culture as a trend? And how well does the children, you as an individual, I know some adults that cannot even speak their language. They do not know what it is when it comes to their culture of their various states. And today, I'm not doing it alone. I have Solomon Francis. He is the DG of SSN, Nigeria, and of course he's here to intimate us. And I know there's a reality show that's coming up that we're going to be talking about SSN. It's very important that we understand what culture is all about when it comes to imbibing it in our society. You are welcome, Solomon Francis. Thank you for being a part of the program.
Thank you for having me here too.
All right, so why is it important for us to know our culture and to teach our children, our generations, what our culture entails and what it has, or all of those things encompass?
Just like the saying goes, culture is a way of life.
Yes, it is.
Yes, and a man that does not know his or her culture is as good as an alien. So why is it important that our kids should know about our culture is because it is their identity. Yes. These days they call them the Gen Z generation.
Yes, they do.
Yes, most of them don't even know what their culture is. They don't even know who they are. Your culture has to do with your mode of dressing, your way of life, your language, your food. Most young men and women today don't even know the names of their meals because of wrong parenting from beginning. So the more we start encoding the importance of culture in the lives of our kids, we're creating a better future for their culture. Now let me tell you something. Sometimes your language saves you in most situations.
Yes, it does.
In most cases, it makes things easy for you. But imagine the situation where you can't even speak your own language. Your identity is lost. So culture today is who we are, and we must embrace it. We must not let go of the culture our forefathers has kept for us to keep it alive. We have our traditional activities in the villages. Most of these things are gone. Some have the wrestling competition, like in River State, in Ikwere, where I come from, we call it Egelege, the wrestling competition. It is alive till today. In fact, I wrestle when I go to my village.
I think you wrestle because you want a woman, you want to marry someone. Is that what it's all about?
No, not that. It is to get, is to know who the champion, who the chief wrestler of that season would be.
Really?
Yes, and there's always a prize to it.
Okay.
Now, every community presents who they call Dimba.
Dimba.
Yes.
What's Dimba?
Dimba means the strongest wrestler.
The strongest wrestler, Dimba.
Yes.
Am I pronouncing it well?
Very well.
I think I'm Igbo or something.
You are?
No, just kidding. I'm not.
Okay. So it is a very unique thing we do every year during the month of September and all that. And if you don't know these things, you wouldn't. If my father and my parents didn't teach me, I wouldn't have known it. So it is important that we secure and keep our culture alive.
It's very important. Like I know there's this cultural reality show that's coming up that has to do with our culture, displaying of our culture. I saw the northern, the southern, the east. Amazing. Now, why did you decide to bring that into limelight? Because is our culture slowly fading away, or our children now, instead of greeting, when you say in the house, in the northern language, when you want to say good morning, it's in Akwana, and then they say good morning, Dad.
Okay.
And then when you want to say Ekaro in Yoruba, you say, when you say good morning in Yoruba, instead of saying Ekaro, Dad, you say good morning, Dad. So what's this all about now?
Well, just like we say, and why I am happy being in this your show this morning, because it has to do with culture.
Yes, it does.
I'm an ambassador of culture. So I love everything culture. We are losing it. Our generation today, they are losing it. So just like you said, some of our kids today can't pronounce, some relevant things in their own cultural tune. For example, if you see a young lady that should say, like in my language, for example, if we want to say, how are you? You say, Nda.
Nda.
Nda means, how are you?
Okay.
Now, you don't even know what Nda is. I was conversing with a young lady from my tribe, Ikwere, and she said she's from Ikwere, and I started speaking the dialect. She was just mute. I said, you can't respond? She said, I didn't grow up there.
Oh.
So, not growing up in your locality does not mean you should forget your culture. It's the root. Why I brought in this project, Strongest State Nigeria, is because I feel that every Nigerian should know who they are,
and where they are coming from.
And where they are coming from. Both those in diaspora, our culture is going down the drain, so we want to revive it. This reality show is a yearly thing, reviving us, reminding us of who we are, telling us the importance of our culture, knowing the meaning of the dressing. This, in my language, this is called Nkarale.
Nkarale.
This is called Nkaraka.
Nkaraka.
And these are beads.
Okay.
So if you don't know them, you don't know them. Walking stick, we call it Mpara.
Mpara.
You get?
I hope I'm pronouncing this.
You are. I'm a true
Nigerian.
I'm beginning to suspect maybe you have this blood of Igbo.
No, at all, far from it.
Okay.
We're all Nigerian. We're all
patriotic Nigerian.
Of
You're showing it. So if you go to the east, to the south, you can coexist.
Of course, of course.
In the reality show, you see where they have a house, where they are housed. So you pick Igbo, pick Yoruba, pick different culture, keep them in one house. Let them coexist together.
I like that.
Cook together, eat together. The Hausa man will eat the Igbo man's food.
That is how it's supposed
to be.
The
Igbos will prepare the abacha. They give to the Northerners. The Northerners will do their tuwo shinkafa. I don't know if I got it right.
Yeah, tuwo shinkafa. You can do that. That's an amazing.
And fura dununu.
Yeah, not dununu. Fura dununu.
Okay, fura dununu.
Dununu.
Okay, you see. So in the camp there, we got all these things done.
Very interesting.
And it was wonderful. The Yorubas prepared the amala, ewedu, for everybody to eat. And you know the beautiful part, they were even teaching the Igbos how to prepare these things. The Igbos will teach them how to prepare abacha.
Beautiful.
So that when you travel from Ondo to Imo State, you can coexist with them.
Of course.
When you travel from Kano to maybe Lagos, you can cohabit with them. The more we understand that culture is us, it brings us together.
I like that.
And when we embrace our culture, we must respect each other's culture.
And then there's a saying that goes, there's unity in diversity.
Exactly.
Different states, different culture, but we are united as one.
That is the brain behind the project. Uniting Nigeria with our culture.
I like that.
Because our culture is what brings us together, is what makes us different and unique. Do you know how many ethnic groups we have? 250. It is not easy.
No, it's not.
Different cultural background, but coming together makes us unique. So I think this reality show is going to go a long way.
Yes, it will.
Yes, in Nigeria at large. You'll be sitting in the comfort of your zone, tuning into Global TV, and you are seeing who you are. You learn from these things.
Yeah.
Pronounce, there's a task that has to call knowing your culture.
I like that.
Contestants are scored points based on what they say about their culture. So if you're asked a question in your culture and you don't know it, you've messed yourself up.
Oh.
Because you are representing your state. You're promoting the cultural existence of a cultural exhibition of your own state.
Very interesting.
So the people at home watching want to see you represent their culture very well. We displayed how the Yorubas do their traditional marriage, how the Igbos do theirs, how the Hausas do theirs.
I saw there was a part I saw where the king is being crowned in the golden part. It was very interesting to me. The turban session. I love that.
Even the Igbos, crowning of the Igwe, the Igbos displayed it how it is done. The Yorubas, Oba, how they crown the Oba. Everything was done uniquely the way we do it. So that shows you, as a northerner who has not experienced turbaning, when you watch, you now see how your people, so this is how it is done. Then you talk about the traditional marriage, how the Yorubas do their traditional rite. I learned a lot, even as a DJ. There are things I didn't know that I have to learn there. How the Igbos do the Ibanku. Ibanku is traditional marriage.
Okay.
How the father gives out the hand of the daughter traditionally.
Beautiful.
The Hausas, they did theirs. So if I can close my eyes and tell you what is done during the traditional.
Please don't close your eyes because we are on air. Keep your eyes open. It's very important to keep your eyes open. But at this point, it's very. I like the fact that we are promoting our culture, making it a trend for individuals who, there are grown-ups that don't even understand their language.
Exactly.
Who can't even speak their language. So this is like an awakening for you to understand that, hey, bringing our culture, making it a trend in our society. All right, Solomon Francis, of course, you are the DG of SSN.
Yes,
of course.
Always put chief.
Oh, chief. Oh, sorry, chief. Okay, Igbo. Chief Solomon. All right, thank you.
You were going to make a good actress.
All right, we're going to quickly go on a very quick breakdown. Chief Solomon Francis, thank you so much for being a part of Global Morning Weekend and for enlightening us when it comes to our culture and tradition, knowing that there is unity in diversity. Amazing. Of course, you look out for it on Global Television. It will be here, showing live on Global Television. Thank you so much, Chief Solomon Francis. See, I'm pronouncing Chief Solomon Francis.
Yes, it's better now. And those of our viewers, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you are always on your Global TV.
It's very important.
Once it is time for SSN to be aired.
Oh, right.
Leave whatever you're doing and click to Global TV.
Oh, I like the fact that you're promoting Global Television. All right, with that, we have to wrap it up on the program Global Morning Weekend. I'm sure you had an amazing time with us. Let's quickly go on a very quick break. I have a Nollywood actor who is here on the program that will just throw more light, but at the same time, don't go anywhere. Global Morning Weekend continue shortly. Stay tuned. Welcome back, and I said we're going to do a very quick interview with a Nollywood actor, and of course he is an artist. It's no other person than Ed Inaso, and of course he is a part of the SSN Nigeria, Strongest State Nigeria, and of course Ed Inaso, it's great to have you on the program. I've watched your movies growing up. Interesting, nice. So tell us, why is SSN very important, and why should parents, children tune in to watch, to know their culture and all of that?
SSN, Strongest State Nigeria, is a colossal reality TV show. It's very, very important that we should know ourselves. Okay, knowing ourselves is understanding our culture, knowing your language very well, how to prepare your food, something about coronation of your chiefs and the Igwe. Okay, myself, I like all this stuff. Okay, coming in to become an anchor with SSN, I learned a lot about it. How Igbo food were being prepared, Hausa food being prepared, because I practically grew up in the Western world.
Oh.
Yes. So it's an eye-opener.
For you also.
Exactly.
And I'm sure this will be an eye-opener for a lot of individuals out there, especially parents and the children. So, of course, we will be watching the SSN reality show that will be coming up on Global Television.
That's great.
And at the same time, culture. I like the fact there is unity in diversity, and I'm sure SSN will teach that and, of course, promote that.
Definitely. Because SSN gathered 36 states, including the FCT,
of course,
and each state being represented by a king and a queen.
Oh,
okay. We brought them together and put them in an epic village.
So I was told.
Okay, where they interact and understand each other.
Okay.
You understand? So it's a beautiful concept.
No, I saw it. It is a very beautiful concept, and I like the fact that it's going to educate on various culture.
Definitely.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Ed Inaso. Of course, he is a Nollywood actor and, of course, an artist. Thank you so much for being a part of Global Morning Weekend.
It's a pleasure being in Global. And ladies and gentlemen, make sure you glue on Global TV.
Very important.
Because SSN gonna global you.
I like the fact that it's going to global us. Okay, all right. But the fact that we're already global, so it's part of it. Everything encompasses. Yeah. All right, with that, I have to wrap it up on Global Morning Weekend. Thank you all so much for being a part of the program. Hope you learned a lot when it comes to, starting your day, positively. And, of course, culture, the newspaper review segment. And with that, it's a wrap. Mr. Ed Inaso, thank you again. And keep watching Global Television. I am Jumai Manson. Have an amazing, positive day ahead. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.